a small reminder, I will be going live today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also want you to go check out my 12 noon live that I did today. It's been 72 hours, and I don't care what anybody says. I really do believe that they had a fallout. And Dani's trying to stick to her guns that she's not going to be dealing with Queen Opp because first and foremost, I guess she's tired of the disrespect from what I'm hearing from these posts. She wants to do a tell all, which we know she's been around Queen Opp long enough to know how to set these things up and what to do to be able to get these little $10 private lives because people are going to obviously want to tune in to see what pops off. The only thing that I'm going to tell people to warn is um, be careful, giving you $10 because Dani could have. And I do believe they did get into a fight. And I don't believe it is a storyline because Queen Opp and Dani doesn't have a picture perfect relationship to begin with. None of us do. But they definitely have a toxic, extremely toxic relationship. I'm quite sure there's once out the day or twice out the day they're breaking up or there's some stuff popping off. So it's very much so believable for the time being now that they are broken up and Dani has been for the last 72 hours and Queen Opp is now just today responding, but she's doing a reverse psychology with that long post that she put. I read it. Good luck to anybody else that reads it. She likes to read. She likes to write these posts that are microscopic, and it's like a paragraph. And the IG story doesn't even stay longer, long enough to even read this crap. So, good luck reading it. But basically, from what I read, it pretty much reads how grateful they are, um, Summer and Queen Opp, to basically have Pooh, as in Pooh Bear, aka Dani, in their lives. She's so grateful, and she says at the end of the letter or the paragraph, and basically, as in she hopes she sees this, like she's very appreciative of what Dani does for her. It's all game. Now, like I said, whatever's done in the dark always comes to the light. Pretty much we know they strapped for cash, so it didn't make a difference if they haven't went live before they went to court, maybe because of stress, a lot on their mind, or after. They're gonna be strapped for cash. They're not gonna be at um a war state for long because Queen Opp, first and foremost, is gonna need Dani before Dani's gonna need her. She's gonna need Dani to play nanny, so she cannot stay mad at Dani for long. She can get her in other ways. Queen Op could, um, by just keeping her around and getting back at her for maybe publicly embarrassing her, and outing that they had a fallout and it lasted this long, and maybe Dani's over her mother's house with her sisters and so forth. There'll be other ways that Queen Art will be able to get back at Dani, and Dani won't even see it coming. And when Dani does see it coming, yes, she'll be triggered. Yes, she'll be pissed off. Yes, she'll want to, do, the 1-2-1-2 on Queen Art. But she'll deal with it, just like Michelle did. It's a pattern of behavior, the kind of people that Queen Art meets in her life. And it's so sad how much control one can take over another person's mind. Um, I do really believe that Dani is upset and she's trying to play Queen Op at her own game. I did commentary on people that did that to Nature Boy. They were there for many of years though. And then soon as they got out of that community and being controlled by Nature Boy, they started duplicating to make money so they didn't have to work just like Nature Boy in order to stay afloat. So it doesn't matter how long you know somebody, doesn't matter how controlled you are from somebody. People can turn at any given time. It could be someone that fell so hard for another person, like Dani did for Queen Opp, and still turn around, even if they're going to be back together, and play them at their own game. It's free lessons that Dani or the Nature Boy followers are getting from just being around these people. And if they're watching and paying attention to how it's done, they can go and duplicate it when it's all said and done. When there's no need for these people in Nature Boy's life or Queen Opp's life, for them to duplicate it themselves, make ends meet, and not have to hang around the barbershop to get the haircut, to get the teleport wine, or the yickety, as I call it, or the Newport cigarettes. They can get all of that stuff and some coins in their pocket, especially if you're not on clout, you're on getting the bag. You can get more money than Queen Opp and Nature Boy was getting if you play your cards right. So to be honest with you, Dani doesn't even realize if this is a fallout for now, how much she's gaining from not being around Queen Opp, that she has learned from being around Queen Opp. She can take what she has learned and keep it moving, and she'll be just fine. But sometimes people don't know their power. And then you get someone who is a pro at taking a person's power. You hang around the barbershop too long, you get a haircut, and they take your power back. They put you back with them where they're in control. They're now mad. And now they're going to flip the script on you, do reverse psychology, deflect, and some more. Make you now look like the bad guy when we were proud of you, Dani. If you were, even if it was 72 hours, even if you did get away from Queen Opp and you stopped letting her use you as a babysitter and triggering you and trying to trigger you to get you some time to go on live as part of her content for the bag, like she was doing Michelle, even if it was only 72 hours, if you can stay gone for 72 hours, you can stay gone for good eventually, but you got to get tired of being tired. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So don't always think that this is a storyline or um, Queen Opp got somebody trolling for her, or she's trolling, or they're both trolling. Sometime this be the reality. Dealing with somebody like Queen Opp, this be the reality. People get fed up. They do things out of anger. They bring it to social media, and you know right then and there that they're fighting. They had a breakup. It happens because first and foremost, people are human.